Okay, Luis. You are back from Canada. You've been to Canada 3 months?
Yes, more about 4 months.
About 4 months, okay. If my memory doesn't fail me, you already spoke English when you went there.
Mm-hmm.
At least enough to get on. Why did you go to Canada in the first place?
Well, I did like I search. I tried to search where is the place where I could go without less Spanish.
Uh-huh.
And because in Europe is plenty of Spanish, so I decided to go there.
So you decided to go to Canada because you wanted to improve your English and you wanted to avoid having contact
Mhm.
with Spaniards.
Yeah.
Okay? Did you have many problems with your English over there?
Yes, at the beginning it's totally different.
Why?
Because we used to learn British pronunciation.
Uh-huh.
And even in some words, it's totally different. They don't know. They think that they know that you are talking British English. So, and for sure, the pronunciation they talk very very fast. So at the beginning, you have to get used the sounds.
You have to get used to the sound. Okay. Didn't you use the magic word? Speak slowly, please.
No.
No.
No, because I want I pretended to stay like another person, so I want to use and step by step you improve. But if they talk very slow, it's like if you go to with a teacher. I think it's not.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's better in a natural way.
Okay. So you were assisting English classes over there. Tell me about these classes. I suppose there were not one single word in Spanish.
No.
No.
No, and I was so lucky because there isn't any Spanish spoken people in my class.
Spanish speaking people.
Sorry.
Okay.
Spanish speaking people. So you have to make a good effort.
Great effort.
Great effort. But for example, I remember that the first time when you finish the class, you had a terrible headache because you have to be very very concentrated, and sometimes you don't know the correct word. So at the beginning it's a little hard, but I think it's very useful for you.
Mm-hmm. You went there together with a friend of yours.
Mm-hmm.
When you two were out of class and you were alone, did you continue speaking Spanish?
Well, the first maybe 1 month or 1.5 months, we seriously proposed that we should to talk in English. We should talk in English because we were wasting our money, our time.
Uh-huh.
But when you feel a little more comfortable, at the end you talk in Spanish.
Okay.
But we tried and we did it a lot because we knew it was good for both.
Uh-huh. And right now you are both back to Spain and you meet almost each and every day. What language do you use to communicate?
No, here we only use Spanish.
Uh-huh,
Yeah.
good. So, why did you go so far? I mean, you could have chosen any little village in England. It would have been very difficult to find a Spanish-speaking person over there.
Because we wanted to combine experience about, for example, have fun,
Uh-huh.
and so we didn't want a small village, and we wanted to New America,
Uh-huh.
so we decided to go there.
Okay, but firsthand you went to Canada, not to America.
I mean, okay. Yes, it's
I know
totally different.
You had a trip to the United States.
But it's American continent, right?
Well, it's North America,
North
okay.
America. Yes, it's not United States, but yes.
But the accent is quite different in Canada and in the US, I understand.
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm. So, would you propose this experience to someone else to do the same as you did?
For sure, I really recommend it, or highly recommend it. If anybody want to meet some place or want to prove, to try, because I think here you are very comfortable, everything is very easy because you grow up here, you have everything, your friends. But when you go abroad, you feel like an immigrant, and it's true, everything is harder than if you are from there. And for sure you learn a lot about cultures, and you can have a different point of view about what is the life, not just Maria is like, I don't know, imagine how big is the world.
Maria is a village.
So, yeah. Yeah, so I recommend.
Uh-huh. I remember that you at least wanted to look around over there to get a job as well. Why?
I like traveling and international commerce, so it was part of my plans to discover new place, new product. But when you are there, you make some values. If you want to, what is better, and for example, to travel there, I don't want to do it. To travel, no, sorry, to work there. I don't want to work because I prefer stay near of my family.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't mind, I think it's a very good place because you have a very good salary. But you
Far better than here in Spain?
Yeah, very much better. But the problem is that to get that position, if you are from abroad, you have to work very hard. I think about 2 or 3 years, and I spent a lot of money.
Mm-hmm. So not everybody can spend that amount of money you had to spend for this trip. What would be your advice for people with less money?
But if you want to do it, you can do it. For example, I did it 6 years ago. I wanted to England, and I lived in a hostel. I worked there for 2 hours, and I lived for free. And after that, I worked cleaning rooms as a housekeeping and as a waiter, and maybe I earned £100 per week, and it was enough. For sure, you don't have any luxury.
To cover your
Yeah,
expenses.
but it's enough. So if you want, the money is not an excuse, because with Ryanair, with $50 or €50, you have a flight.
Yes, okay.
It's not an excuse.
Are you already thinking on your next trip?
Yes, I'm not sure now, because I would like to find a good job, but now the situation is very, very hard.
Mm-hmm.
So if I don't have any good job in 2-3 months, I will go abroad again.
Where would you go then?
I think I will stay in Europe, because for example now the English is not is a problem, because I don't, or I can't communicate as an English speaking person.
As a native speaker?
Yes,
Mhm.
but I think I have enough level to have a job. So because in Europe you are not an immigrant, you have the same rights. So you can, your studies has value, not like in America.
Mhm. Okay. What was the toughest moment when you were in Canada?
And the toughest is the weather. But maybe it's an excuse, depends where you are, but for us,
You were in Vancouver.
yeah, I was in Vancouver. It's raining about 300 days a year, so almost every day.
Uh-huh.
And for sure, it's making me sad.
Mm-hmm.
So I was happy because I was abroad. I really wanted to do it. I was with my friends, so it was easier. But the weather is a handicap. Yes. In summer, you are thinking about what is happening in your city, and there it sucks. It really sucks. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Huismann.